Hello, I'm County Administrator Taryn Krizda. Welcome to County Administrator's Direct Line, our video series here on MCTV, where I have the opportunity to communicate directly with you, our residents, about issues affecting you and can set the record straight on information that sometimes becomes misconstrued or misinterpreted. On this edition, we'll discuss vegetative debris removal efforts that are following Hurricane Irma. We were fortunate to escape some of the major impacts from Hurricane Irma that were felt by other areas in our state. However, the storm did leave its mark on the Treasure Coast in the form of a tremendous amount of vegetative debris. After any natural disaster, this debris removal and disposal is one of the biggest recovery tasks. Hurricane Irma generated the equivalent of a year and a half's worth of debris, or roughly 150,000 cubic yards in Martin County. I know that amount of debris is difficult to visualize, but essentially it would fill 10,000 dump trucks or 46 Olympic-sized swimming pools. Martin County's contractors began collecting storm debris on September 16th, and we anticipated work to complete by the end of October. Working 7 days a week, collections increased from an average of 2,000 cubic yards to about 20,000 cubic yards per week. Securing contractors was especially challenging as 48 of our 67 counties were affected by the storm. That equates to 72% of the state, all vying for contractors from a finite pool of providers. Fortunately, we were able to call on local contractors who already have a solid relationship with the county to work on this labor-intensive process. We ask our residents to be patient as we continue this vegetative debris collection. We have heard from residents who question why this debris sorting must be done in such a specific way and why the process seems to take so long. The fact of the matter is that this debris must be hauled and adhere to the Federal Emergency Management Agency's guidelines for collection. FEMA has strict requirements in place, including the need to have a monitoring agent present with each truck during collection. This monitoring agent logs each collection site, takes measurements, and makes sure that each load of debris meets specific guidelines. FEMA later audits that data that's provided by this monitoring firm to determine eligibility for reimbursement. Local governments count on the FEMA reimbursement dollars to offset the negative impacts of hurricane cleanup on our budgets and to avoid the negative impact on our citizens. It is extremely important that we follow FEMA's requirements, but this makes the collection process very time-intensive. We have also been asked what is done with the debris once it's collected. The county currently has 3 debris management sites set up to process the vegetative debris, one in Stewart, one in Hope Sound, and the transfer station in Palm City. At these sites, the debris is then measured a second time to comply with FEMA guidelines. The vegetative debris is then mulched and composted. Then it's turned into topsoil. Unfortunately, it cannot be used as landscaping mulch as it contains excessive amounts of exotic vegetation. As a reminder, ensure that your piles of yard waste contain only the hurricane debris. Tree branches, shrubs, palm fronds, and etc. Yard waste should not include fencing, decorative borders, or other structural material. The piles should be situated at the curb away from a fire hydrant, parked cars, utility poles, mailboxes, and other personal property that might be damaged by the heavy equipment. Following an event of this magnitude, we are always seeking ways to improve our processes and accelerate our response timeline. We are currently looking at alternatives that may improve our recovery response and remain within FEMA's guidelines. Of course, we are optimistic and hope that we will not have to deal with the storm again in the near future, but we will continue to actively pursue modifications and improvements to the process. If you would like more information on debris collection or want to view a map showing how it is progressing, please visit our website at www.martin.fl.us and then select the debris removal box. We have also established a hurricane debris hotline for our residents. That number is 772-463-3277 and is available weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. I'll see you next time for another edition of County Administrator's Direct Line. In the meantime, feel free to reach out to me directly at 772-288-5939. Thanks for watching.